And the guy said something about his girlfriend has started to demand for things. I said, I don't understand. What do you mean your girlfriend is demanding for things? And he said, she is now telling him to check in with her the way she checks in with him. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that.
Aura for aura. I mean,
okay, yes. Aura for aura, but that's not what we are going to. But look at it in a broader light. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Personally, if I would want my boyfriend to check in with me as much as I check in with him. Because I don't, he started, sending me, what do they call it? I've forgotten the name of this pastor, skits, snippets about, they said the man must be the head of the family, man was this one.
What's up, people? What's up, Lagos? What's up, Nigeria? Yes, you're welcome to yet another exciting episode on the Blown Podcast. And as you all know, I am your favorite girl, your favorite host, Ololade. Tito Wagwan.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Lagos and Nigeria. It's TITO here again, and it's another wonderful episode on Blown Podcast. And today, we are not alone. So,
we have a new host. Let us clap for her. Okay, but can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Lagos. Hi, Nigeria. It's your girl Chantel, and I am one of the hosts of the Blown Podcast. I'm happy to be here.
So, we're now three, yes. We have Lolade, Chantel, and Tito.
We are a trio.
Yeah, so you're going to be seeing our beautiful faces on the show always. So today, as you know, we are always, up to something. And today is one of those days, yes, that we are up to something here in the Blown Podcast studio. So today we're going to be talking about feminism in Nigeria, in the industries, in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, in the everything, generally, all the industries, right? So as we always do, it's going to be interactive. So what is the definition of feminism to you, Chantel?
Feminism, in my own word, focuses on the female counterpart. So feminism, if you were to ask me, I would say feminism is more or less like advocating for women's rights, women independence, it focuses on women's struggles, it focuses on women as a whole. So feminism touches all parts of the female body. How their lives, their struggles, their day-to-day activities. And it dates back, it's not just today, it dates back to the time of before independence. It dates back to the pre-colonial history, slave trade, and all of that.
Okay, so I think we're all going to agree that feminism is it just means standing up for women's rights, women fighting for equal rights with the other gender. Like, you should not say women should be below and all. Tito, are you a feminist?
I am a feminist. I feel like every lady should be a feminist because if you're not a feminist,
are you sure?
Yes. Okay. No, and when I say being a feminist, I don't now mean like you now like supporting when a woman is wrong and like saying okay, a woman is right at a woman must be correct at all times, because I mean there are women that are doing rubbish.
I feel like most Nigerian women, their definition of feminism is more close to misandry.
Yes, thank you.
Being a misandrist than
being a feminist. Like when you're a feminist, you are supporting women doing good. You are making sure that women are treated equally. You are making sure that women are being treated right. But at the same time, you are stating the fact that even when a woman is doing, okay, for example, when a woman is in power, you should know that okay, you have to if she's not doing right, correct her. Because there are some certain nonsensical women that they have very, very bad, habits, very, very bad attitude, and they claim, okay, so because they are women in power or women in leadership or blah, 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 that means they should be messing up.
But this thing you're saying does not explain feminism.
It does in a way. No. It does. Okay. It does. Like I said, every woman should be a feminist. Feminism is supporting women. But at the same time, you cannot be supporting women and you're not be saying that when a woman is doing something that is not right, you are still supporting her. that she's doing right. Of course,
So
women should be
I think
treated
that
equally.
borders on common sense.
I was going to go there, that most people, right, do not have sense. Because you have sense doesn't mean another person
Actually,
does.
not every.
So,
not all
like,
fingers
when
are
we say,
equal.
okay, I'm a feminist, I don't want to always be what's the word now? Okay, I don't want men to see me and say
You're
this
a
one, that one, I'm a
liability.
liability, or I cannot do it. What a man can do, I am a woman and I can do way better.
better.
Do you understand? So it does not mean that when you are given that opportunity to do these
Now
things,
mess up.
then you now mess up and you say, okay, nobody can talk to me. You should be part
But
of
let's not
feminism
lie,
and all
the
that.
originator of this whole feminism thing is actually the men. Because if the men were not treating women equally, if the men they were not treating the women well, why would feminism rise in
But
the first
feminism
place?
is not a problem.
It's not a problem. No, like that is
feminism
now
has
leading.
always been.
Yeah, it has always been.
It is a
but
thing.
it now, like, women are now focusing on it more because, of course, African men,
I think this,
and not even African men. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chantel.
sure.
There is something, this Iran stuff that when women are supposed to cover up and blah blah blah, a woman cannot drive a car, a woman cannot do this, a woman cannot do that. Men are the
But
real
men are doing it. So you do something to favor men, but it does not favor women.
Exactly.
And you say you don't want us to stand up to ourselves. And most men, they always see those that are feminists
as evil,
as a torture, or like you are just some
see
sort
them as
of
stumbling
person.
blocks.
Yeah,
in career paths, in
even in marriage, there are some men that they don't want their wives to do better than them. I was watching a video on TikTok. You know this trend now. This my mom wearing what my mom, dressing up for my mom
like me or something.
So now there was this girl. She dressed up for her mom, like and then her mom came out a body, like she was looking like a snap.
Oh god!
And now the dad says to his daughter, take this video off the internet. And she was like, why, daddy? And then she said, why should my wife become popular before me? Why should my wife become popular? I should become popular before her. I should become popular before your mother. So you should take it off. Then she made a video of this same scene also.
Very vast,
and she posted
it dates back to the slave trade era. I'm even sure it's even during the slave trade era that the whole thing became very serious.
Right.
Because now this is the parts where men were in power. You would never see a woman in power. Men were in power. So this was in Africa. I can't really speak for. Okay, I can still speak for the European countries. People like Mary Slessor, when she started coming out. In the African countries, people like Moremi, when they started coming out. All these notable ladies, when they started coming out, it was a threat to the men in all industries, in the political industry, in the entertainment industry, in every category of life. It was strange to men to see women coming out, standing up, fighting for women.
But then it was not really. So feminism, right? I agree with what you said, that they were standing up for themselves. The men were standing up to the men. That what do you mean stand up for yourself? But it was not as okay. Let me know. I was going to use the word. Some women were still feeling intimidated.
Yeah.
But like it was not really a thing of I'm standing up for myself and I'm going to fight this fight to the end. Unlike now, we Gen Zs were really putting
really carrying it on our head,
fighting for women's right thing way overboard. That's why you see that at times. I'm not saying the women don't have their faults, but that's why you see that most times now marriages are not lasting.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, take you back to the marriage aspect. In the aspect of feminism, I don't really think that. Maybe I might not be talking so much about feminism here, but I know it borders on that aspect too. There was a conversation I had with somebody recently. I told the person that, okay, the person was complaining about his or her relationship. And I said, it was a guy actually. And the guy said something about his girlfriend has started to demand for things. I said, I don't understand. What do you mean your girlfriend is demanding for things? And he said, she is now telling him to check in with her the way she checks in with him. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that.
Aura for aura.
I mean,
okay, yes. Or but that's not what we are going to. But look at it in a broader light. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Personally, if I would want my boyfriend to check in with me as much as I check in with him. Because I don't. He started, sending me what do they call it? I've forgotten the name of this pastor. Skits, snippets about they said the man must be the head of the family. Man was this one.
No, a man is so we're not disputing
the fact
that a man is the head of the family.
I told him. I just said.
But
I only said that as much as the man is the head of the family, the
woman
lady
is
is also the neck. So
And
the head cannot stand without the neck.
Period.
Even in a relationship, even in a marriage, even in all this small boyfriend and girlfriend people are doing, it still applies. Because for a healthy relationship, for a healthy a healthy couple to remain together, you must be able to rub minds with each other.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with a man saying that, okay, he said their decisions, if he want their decision he wants to make, he doesn't have to check in with her.
I don't understand.
Okay, but she has to make decisions.
Well,
and
me,
check in
I want to
with
make
you.
some decisions. I'll come and meet you.
If those kinds of women come out now and say that he must check in with me, they will say the ladies they will tag it as feminism, and they'll put it on the wrong side of feminism.
I feel like most people in Nigeria don't even know what feminism is.
Exactly. They'll put it on the wrong side of feminism.
Most especially the men. Once you tell a man that you are a feminist, they already think, oh, you hate men.
Yeah.
That's why I said to Nigerian men, and even to some Nigerian women, they cannot differentiate between feminism and being being a feminist and being a misandrist. When you hate men, you already know that you are a misandrist. Feminism does not center on hating men. I do not hate a man. I want a man in my life. I cannot want somebody that I hate. Do you understand? So, but me constantly standing up for myself, saying, oh, okay, I want this. This has to be. If this gender can have this, why can't I have this? I'm not less of a human now.
Yes,
so if you can do this, if you think that this right or this enjoyment, this privilege that you're enjoying, you should enjoy it. I should also be able to enjoy it. Does not mean I hate you. And that's the problem that we have with most Nigerian men. Yeah. Because what do you mean? Oh, my wife is earning. My wife cannot be earning
more than
7 figures. While I'm also earning the same, or she cannot be earning more than me.
Then they tell the wife to be in the house as a full-time housewife, or they give them
that one is on another level.
They give them an ultimatum. You either pick your job or you pick the family.
Marriage,
you pick your job or you pick your family.
Actually,
you can run your career with trying to be a dedicated wife to me and a dedicated mother to my children. That is bullshit.
That's actually
because then why did we go to school? To come sit down at home?
To come and sit at home. You know, in the olden days, this thing you said, that was the mentality in the olden days, right? That a woman's life ends in the kitchen, ends at home. Regardless of whatever qualification it is that you have, whatever school, whatever.
In fact, qualifications were hardly frowned upon.
Yeah.
Even when you had it, they will still tell you that no matter the level of education you've acquired,
you still end up in the kitchen. That was the other day. But now I feel like most of us, like we, the women of this generation, we are more informed, right? And we are really standing up for it that, okay, people cannot do this. I cannot go to school. I cannot have a BSc, MSc, PhD, and a professor. And now you are telling me, hello, or you are being threatened that. And so now I would say that at times, when men says that they do not want their wife to earn more than them, at times I feel like it is a personal thing. Now listen, when you are married to somebody, that this is me trying to talk to the women here. When you are married to somebody as a man, that you know that, okay, this person is normally not understanding, or you know that this person, you guys do not understand the dynamics of your home. You don't know how the whole thing is going. You guys cannot come to an agreement in a way. And then that kind of person is earning more than you're earning. And then you say that person is being all bossy because they are earning more than they are earning.
But the question is,
it is not about what the person is. No, so now this is it. So it is two. There are two things here, two sides to a coin. Now it can either be whether that person is being bossy or whether it is that person's character, and it has nothing to do with what they are earning. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. There are people that naturally they are bossy, right? Yeah. Naturally, they do not want to be submissive. I believe in being submissive to a man. But now, being submissive to Nigerian men has a different meaning. I don't know if we're together.
Yeah, together.
But the biblical definition of being submissive and the ideal definition of being submissive, fine. I'm cool with that. Now, a Nigerian man telling you to be submissive, or, oh, my wife is not submissive because she's earning more than me, is what I don't get. I know of somebody that
There
tells
was
his wife
something
to
that
bring
happened.
her
Yeah, there
out
was
of
something that happened in 2023 with a friend of mine. She said she kept on complaining that her boyfriend says she's not submissive. I said, please explain to me in what aspect. She said that because she earned more than him. He has a career path in sports, but she is more business minded. And you know one thing about business now.
Yeah.
Once you're a business inclined person and you're a business owner, you're not under anybody. So you control your own income flow. But what in sports, especially when you're not a big show, you're still going to be placed under stipend, salary, commissions, and all of that. So she brings in the big coins. But it's not a problem because this is a relationship. It's two of us, right? But she now started complaining that her guy says she's not submissive. I said, what is the problem in the relationship? She said, she earns more. It's a problem. And most times when he wants her in the house at a particular time, she always tries her best to be in the house. And if she's not going to be in the house at that particular time, she lets him know, but he still takes it as a problem. And when she tries to talk to him, pacify him, brings up this topic, you're not a submissive person mentality, that sort of thing. So she had to come and start asking us that, please, what is the definition of submissiveness? I said, as long as you commit to your man, you're under him, you check in with him, you guys take decisions together. Those are the attributes of submissiveness. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is not about running around and doing what you just feel like you want to do. In the Bible, they said a woman must submit to a man. A woman must be under a man. Of course. So if you're in a relationship, you must be under a man. You must submit to a man. You must be able to bring yourself down. You must be able to you must be able to allow a man lead you. You said something about with ladies being bossy. Now I'm also going to come down to that. There are some ladies you see, they are alpha females, independent ladies. There are people that all throughout their lifetime they've struggled, they've been on their own. So being in that adult stage, they do not know how to depend on somebody. So those type of people, they provide for themselves. They are alpha females. Now, in that kind of mind frame, in that kind of setting, their brain is always running. Their brain is not stopping. So if a man is coming to them, a man is trying to, provide, protect, lead them, sometimes they take it in another way. They feel like the man is trying to strip them of their independence, strip them of their power. But the thing is, even you can also be alpha, but you cannot be alpha in your relationship. Two captains cannot stay on a ship. The same way you can be alpha when you go out there in your career line, in the outside world, you can be who you want to be. But when you come back to the house, when you come back to your man, when you come back to your relationship, I feel like you should be able to bend.
Hopefully, if that person ends up with a good man, why not?
Yes.
But if he's a man that constantly feels threatened,
ego-centered, ego-driven,
he's egocentric.
No, I am not doing that. No.
Do you understand? But if he's willing to understand that, or he sees that, okay, my girl is doing something for herself, she's not trying to, rub it on my face, or she's not trying to act like, oh, okay, you are beneath me, or one person is beneath one person.
I even saw something I saw, like, so for this one, like, she came from a wealthy home. She has a very big business. She has a very big position in her father's company and all that stuff. So she was so I read it online. She was dropping it up. She dropped it up. What should she do in the situation where, she's earning more than her man? The house they are staying, like, is like an investment. They bought it together, but maybe
it's in her name or something.
40. No, 60-40.
Okay.
She dropped more, he dropped less. And then she was like, so she there's a thing she does, that if she buys stuff, for example, if she buys a designer bag for herself, she has to hide it for the man not to see it. So she hides all the good things that she buys for herself because she doesn't want the man to feel threatened. And again, this man doesn't buy her stuff
because she earns more.
So it feels like,
that kind of mentality,
and she's
too.
like, I'm not saying I earn more, but I want you to be the man.
Be the man, buy me things.
I don't care about the amount.
Let me
if it's
feel,
buy roll, you buy me. that from my money, take. I'll appreciate it with all of me. I don't want the designer bags. I don't want the designer shoes. I don't want designer clothes. Just, oh babe, I got this beautiful perfume.
Yeah,
just make an effort.
It reminded me of you, but you've never done that. But I buy stuff for myself and I have to hide it and say, oh, it's from the wedding. Oh,
the problem is
I'm making you like feel. So she's like, oh, what should she do in that? And then someone's like call him out if he doesn't want. Then she now came back again and said, oh, she called him out and it caused a very big rift between the two of them to the extent that, oh, they are looking at getting a divorce, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Apparently, this man was even cheating on her with another
I was
person,
going to say,
I
was going to say that.
And all that money,
he's going to be weak.
The younger girl. And when she found out, she was mad. And she was like, you know what? If this is how you want to play it, I will show you that I am from a rich woman.
So you see the reason why I will not blame some women when they say that. See, if you don't have money, to
be honest,
I cannot. There are some people that will say they cannot be with a man
that doesn't have
that earns lesser than them.
They don't.
And for some reasons, I think it is valid. Because I mean, if I'm trying to constantly put in
effort,
and you are feeling threatened by what I am doing, and now you're even making things worse by cheating.
I want you to feel like a man for me. Like, I appreciate anything you get for me. Like, even if you get me as simple as flour, something little, or you cook for me, you just show me that you care. I don't care about. So
because you think that she's earning more than you, then she does not need anything from you. She can do it on her own.
It's so crazy. And a lot of African men have that mentality. They have that nonsense mentality. I'm not only saying I don't want us to only stereotype African men. Yes, the Western people are also like that, but African men portray it more.
Like, they tell you that they believe in their tradition.
Exactly. Especially, okay, for example, a man and a woman are working in the same place, and maybe she's like your boss, or maybe just one step higher than you at work, and then you cannot address her as. You hear some men saying, I cannot address her as ma. I'm older than her. Like, bro, you're older than me age-wise, but we are working,
Do you know the worst? Do you know the worst thing that is outside now? Landlords trying to rent their. Those people are so frustrating. See, they will annoy you.
I feel like landlords are wicked.
They want to rent their house out, and then you go there. Oh, I want to pay for this. Oh, I like this apartment. I have my money. I want to pay for it. Oh no. I don't rent my house out to single ladies.
Exactly.
If you say you don't rent your house out to single people,
that's a general thing.
But these days, the trend now, I don't rent my house out to single ladies. So, because if it be a shower, I've had one like that before. Because if it be a shower, so I can't rent house out to you.
So this is exactly another kind of thing that one has to talk about. Because if this is already a stereotype, that I can't rent my house out to single ladies, this is why ladies will always fight for their independence.
Exactly.
Right.
This is why.
Because why not? Why can't I have an apartment to myself?
If a single man can have an apartment to himself, why can't I have an apartment?
Why? Okay, so now I'm going to ask a question. In England, we've had a woman rule them, no issues. We have a woman rule them, no issues. Now, is it going to ever be possible that a woman will rule in an African country? Like maybe as a president.
For this our Nigeria. I'm not sure if that.
I've had this argument with someone before.
Because the men are not going to allow. You'll be things like
fight.
And you know that this thing has started from even now, from children.
The foundation.
A child in a class, maybe a primary school class or secondary school class, a girl, if a girl is the class captain, you see the guys like, I don't understand. Why will a girl be the class captain?
They want
in university, a girl cannot. It's always the assistant that is a girl. The head will be the boy.
Oh, but when I was in school,
university,
my course was the girl.
And it's very, very few. In universities, most of the course reps are guys. And then the assistants can now be ladies. For excos, they're always guys. President is a guy. We've never seen a female president of
and it's not like the females are not coming out. They're not contesting for it.
In my youth department in church, I've never seen a female emerge as the president. We are always the vice.
Like a woman is always the vice. So it's in
the one thing that women cannot
it is in
But somebody
aspect
made a
of
point.
life.
Somebody made a point and said that we ladies, most times, we are not logical like
We
men.
are emotional. I've had that
But
1 million times.
true.
I've had it 1 million
We are
times.
not
But please,
in some aspects we are not as logical as men. Yes, sometimes we are emotionally driven.
Yeah.
that's
Women
right.
I'm not
We are emotionally. We are a pack of hormones.
Yeah.
We're a pack of mood swings. Have you seen a woman? Truly,
but I agree with what you are saying, but that still doesn't mean you should say
use
no,
that
a woman
to,
cannot
like,
rule or
I'm not
cannot
saying
be-
a woman can't rule. I'm
okay.
saying that is a point somebody made. That
Okay,
this
to
is
them,
why
that
a
point is
woman
valid. Okay.
will not be too fit to be in a position of probably like a big position like presidency, because there are some decisions you have to make. She'll be looking at it more from an emotional perspective and not from a logical perspective.
So are they trying to tell me that some men that they actually want to put in that position, that that we don't have women that have sense
That
and
are
can rule
logical.
better?
Of course, we have women that
So
are
the only
very
reason why you should
logical.
not, this stereotype is actually not valid to me, because I mean there are a lot of women out there that would do things better if they were to be in place of power.
I mean,
than
a
even the
queen
men
ruled
that
for
are doing
50
it.
years.
I agree
And
that
we
women are more
edged-
emotionally driven, but
we,
I
like,
mean there are some men that would do
exactly.
better.
Queen of England ruled for 50 years, and we were
And,
hearing like
so-
every time there was something.
So what do you
But
mean?
she did
better
than what a man would
You
have
see this
done.
one-
Yes,
you see this-
the Queen of England, she ruled for over 50 years.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you see, the thing is, if you look at it well, they still didn't even let her rule completely. There was a man behind all this, I think as a prime minister or something. They didn't. The thing is, they never allow us women to actually do something on our own fully.
You see this
just
thing?
leave us to do
You see
it.
this thing that you just said now will bring me to this topic that is going on right now on the internet. This whole surrogacy thing. Ifedayo came out. Ifedayo Guru,
Yeah.
Diary of a Nigerian Girl. She came out to say, "Oh, she's physically fit. Her womb is okay. She can carry pregnancy to full term. She can get your, but she's going to opt for surrogacy." And she also feels like,
I saw it.
as a woman, if you think that you want to, if you think that you do not have to have any
medical
health, any medical issue.
Yeah.
If you want to come out and say, okay, I want to opt for surrogacy, you should be fine. And there was a man that I don't want to mention his name, came out and said that, what do you mean your body is your body? Your body is not your body. Your body is the temple of God. You cannot say that you want to do anything with
And
your
as
body.
a man, if I come and say I want to pay your bride price,
Hold on, no. If you want to do anything, you cannot say you want to do anything with your body, because it is only a normal thing for women to get pregnant and bear children, blah 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 blah. And then I went through the comment section, and people were like, we have had it 1 million times that women die due to complications of childbirth.
From birth, yeah.
That is enough reason for me to not want to carry
a baby.
Pregnancy. No, for me to not want to get pregnant.
Exactly.
And carry any pregnancy to food them or whatever, and say, oh, I want to now go into labor and now push a child or even do CS. I do not have to have anything, any issue, any medical issue before I can say that. But no, the people that were against that thing,
there were a lot.
Men, most especially.
Yeah, and they're
like, as a woman, what is your body for? What are you using your body for?
I would have preferred if I saw a comment from a man like, I do not prefer it because I feel like you're not going to have an emotional attachment to the baby.
I mean, that's actually.
If I see that kind of
so
comment,
I'll
be like, you have a point. I need to bond with my baby. I need to have that bond with my child. I don't want another woman to have it because, like I said, we ladies were emotional creatures. If another lady is eventually to carry your baby and that lady gets emotionally attached to that child, there's still going to be problems.
Somebody went as far as saying, you people are too woke this generation. Wokeness is stopping people.
I mean, it's bound to happen eventually. This wokeness is bound to happen eventually because scientists are coming up with so many different ways to just make things. Are you not hearing of an ongoing project that they're trying to make humans live longer? Or even not even die at all. I've been seeing that project coming up. Several governments have been putting it down, banning it, but it's still been coming up in various districts in the.
So, please, I want to make a request. I want to make a very, very honest request to men out there. Men, please leave women bodies alone. Anytime they are talking about a woman and her body, please, you should shut the fuck up. I am saying this with utmost anger because I'm very angry. As the comments that I was seeing. Anytime there is a conversation going on, about a woman and her body, please do well to shut.
And some nonsense men, they will not shut up. They will still continue talking.
I saw something. Was it day for yesterday on TikTok? A man posted about pregnancy, the phases of his wife during pregnancy. The man said something about how my opinions on pregnancy and my wife and all of that kind of thing. So the man was like, the changes he saw on his wife's body. At first, he was scared. He was thinking that, after the whole pregnancy, the wife is just going to bounce back, like her body was just going to bounce back. But she was like, it was taking a lot of time. Her sex drive was not high. And sometimes she was wider, she was sore, that kind of thing. He made a lot of good points, but I like the way he ended it. And he was like, mostly men who are expecting, like men expecting fathers or men that are in marriage who will surely be expecting. He said something about that. This is not the time to be far from your wife. This is actually the test of all tests, the test of time. Are you going to stay when you see her in her body changes, and her face is swollen, her feet is swollen, she's getting fat, her breasts are doubled? Are you going to stay when she has the smooth swings? Are you going to stay when sex is not going to be frequent?
You see this thing that you're saying? You see the reason why men are always the problem?
Yeah.
Now, I am saying because, okay, maybe I don't want my body to change. Maybe my husband might not like the way my body... I am choosing to opt for surrogacy. Now I want to do the surrogacy again. You are saying this one. What are you people mad? What do you people want? How can we even please you? You see the reason why men need to do better. If your wife is choosing to say, okay, I'm going to carry this baby, I'm going to be pregnant, we're going to have this child the normal way and all that, you must be reasonable.
Yeah.
You have to know that, okay, this thing is a very long journey. See, for a woman to bounce back, it takes like 2 years.
Long time.
Some people don't even bounce back from it.
Some people don't bounce back.
They'll forever be like that. Yeah. Their face forever be like that.
Some people from their inner...
Is that bad that, do you know that postpartum, people, it gets that bad that some people actually begin to have mental disorders.
Yes,
some ladies lose
you see the reason why...
I know someone that she has to work.
Some people, their hair, like, you see their hairline starting from here.
I know somebody that bends now to work because her back is already is shattered
from pregnancy and
she carried triplets. So
her
back was like
pregnancy.
And it's still a man that will see that kind of person and shame her.
It's a
man that will see that kind of person and say, oh, your tummy is too big, this one is too big.
She walks like this, she has to correct herself to stand straight.
Let me just...
she has to go through a lot of physiotherapy and corrections to stand straight. Because she said for like 4 years she was like this. So it was by herself. And thank God she has a good man. And the man was like, you know what, he's not going to do it. He doesn't want to do anything about it. He just wants to leave her like that.
I'm highly... Most times when I see on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and I see supportive men. Like, I don't know if you know this. I love this couple so much. Samantha and T.
Yeah.
Phoenix family. Oh my God! I want to bag a man like that. As supportive as T.
Yeah.
T is an example to all African men. I will say it today and I'll say it every day. He's an example to all African men. I don't know. I have not. And if in the comment section, the people that still push
everything,
people that still push these people to be viral are still ladies. I hardly see men in the comment section.
So yeah, because to a Nigerian man, if you are in a Nigerian man's head, if you are there available, you are backing your baby, you are carrying your baby, you are doing too much.
According to Nigerian men, a man that supports a lady, a man that thrives on ladies' growth, is a simp. He is simping.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
If you are a man and you are out there and you think that caring for your woman or caring for your wife, whether she's pregnant or whatever she's doing, you think that she's simping, may thunder fire you. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Amen to that.
But there was something that happened. It's a trending matter in Cotonou, actually. There's something that went down. There's a girl, a young girl, she got pregnant for a guy. Well, one thing led. He wasn't the father of the baby, but backing to that, she's with this particular guy. She believes that this particular guy is the father of her baby, and she goes to meet him and she tells him that you are the father of my child, because maybe he was the last guy she slept with, or the last guy she had something to do with.
Of course, the mother of the child knows.
She felt, yeah, you're the father of my baby. And I give the guy kudos in that aspect. He didn't push her away. Though I think he said he first opted for, like, are you not gonna abort or something? Now when she said we don't abort where I come from, he was like, okay, you're gonna keep the baby. Come and stay with me, come and live with me, move in with me. So he did everything actually. He supported her, he provided, he put her on weekly allowances. She was well taken care of, that sort of thing. But now, guys, one as one friend will come and start choking in your ear, Alpha, you're not gonna do paternity test for this picking. You should say now you're picking. Girl, when you just started the dates for, like, you never reach 1 month, she can't tell you say she get belay for you.
I don't understand. You had sex with her, yes or no?
I don't understand. What's the result of pregnancy?
What does it take to get pregnant?
The result of pregnancy?
It takes just a sperm.
Is it biscuits?
I'm getting somewhere. He still did the paternity test though his family had bonded with the girl. They now love the girl. Even the mom was like, no, don't do this paternity test. Sisters were like, don't do this. Like,
no, you should have even done this. Okay. Wants to waste money.
But he felt like he needed to be sure. Yeah. And he did the test, and the child ended up not being for him. It wasn't his baby. No, calm down. I'm getting somewhere. During the process of she being with him, the whole 9 months of she being with him, she was committed to him. She was with him. She didn't go out. She didn't step out. She didn't do shit. She was with him. She, this wifey duties. So, okay. I'm not really keen on the full story. There were a lot of, stories. Some were saying she was living with her ex before she came with her current boyfriend. Some were just, but my point, I'm going somewhere. When that stuff happened, of course, yes, the guy will be heartbroken. He's going to be shattered. Yeah. He's going to be, I felt for him. My heart went out to him. Yeah. But it was how some guys now took this on their chest. If you see comment section, and if you see people,
that's where you
guys started saying, I don't tell them I say relationship na financial mistake. All of them way they spend millions. Actually, the guy too even started saying a lot of. I felt like he had the right to grieve and say things, But I felt like after a point, I feel like you need to be in a better headspace and really look at what you're saying.
You can't tell a grieving person when to stop.
I know when to stop. I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about people in the comment section now.
No, so the thing is, you see, paternity fraud is a thing. I am very much against paternity fraud. It is that bad that, to be fair, if we say we should start talking about paternity fraud,
I know. Girls, we're not trying.
If we should go into every African homes to
girls, we're not trying.
I say we should conduct DNA
out of 100.
Girls, 89. You will see that things are going on, and that does not mean that men. See, should we be saying if men were the ones that were carrying the pregnancy?
If we go to African homes too and see the amount of men that have children outside, they have family outside.
So this is to say that everybody
it goes both ways.
A thief.
Everybody is a thief.
Yes, now because the way you will see a man, a woman saying that there is paternity fraud, that does not mean we are trying to justify anything.
We're not justifying.
But we're just saying that the way it is for the
men,
it's also like that for the women.
True.
Exactly. So don't also say you are
there's something that I see very well online. A lady will say, if my man cheats, well, I can forgive him. Then my man will say, if my woman cheats, that's out the window.
Should I bust your baby?
Calm down. I want to say something. Yeah, you bust my bubble. Calm down. The bubble is still there for you to bust. Yeah. I need to say something. I'm like, and I said something. I told somebody that if I'm with a guy, I say that I've cashed you pere, you have gone and do something outside. You've stepped out. I don't waste my time. Out the window, you go. I don't care. The person was not like, so you're just going to be adding to your body count. So now, calm down. We are not allowed to have body count, right?
But men
can have body count. Because I really don't understand the way sometimes when we try to stand up for ourselves and men will come with this sort of bullshit stereotypes to come and counter attack us. And sometimes some ladies now be like, well, truly, these men, they won't stop cheating. I'm just gonna stay with him.
You were saying something.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. Yes, if he touch you once, if he slap you, my dear, it's from that day you're supposed to dust your slippers and leave. I don't want to hear anything I don't want to hear anything like it was a mistake. My dear, don't do another mistake on your body.
It was a mistake. Like you said something the other time that men were saying online that if a woman should cheat on me, she will leave. But women are saying, should I tell you the irony of that? Do you want to hear that the people that actually stay cheat in a cheating relationship most are men? Should I bust your brain? See,
girl,
a woman will cheat on a man. See, the man will cry and the man will say, please don't let anybody know. Don't tell your friends, and they will stay in that relationship. And but I feel like the reason why the one of the women is the one that everybody knows about, that everybody sends, because it is the one that is more on social media.
And I feel like another
men,
thing
they know how to hide their shits like
yes. And another thing, women are we all used to say that men are secretive. Have you seen a secret?
No, women are more secretive. And should we be sincere?
The reason why
I don't know, but I feel like women cheat more than men.
A woman will cheat and keep secret.
Oh, okay, maybe no. Women don't cheat more than men.
I don't cheat more than men, but
women cheat better than men.
A man will be threatened when a woman steps out. Why? Because, like I said, men are logical creatures. A man can have something to do with you and truly it's
okay, their logic cannot reach when it's to cheat. You see the reason why I'm still countering this your logical thing. And so a woman will cheat logically. A man will cheat. A woman will cheat like a fool.
That is why a woman will have 3 children for a man, and you will not find out that. You will not find out that.
I am still telling me that a man is logical. Baba, your logical did not reach. To figure out that they are cheating on you, but you can be logical.
You will not find out that the children are after 20 years of marriage.
I'm trying to say that please, a man is always threatened when a woman steps out.
Of course.
Mostly when they are in love with each other, or there's love in between them. He'll be threatened because for her to now step out, there's a problem. There's already a problem.
She's already
she's not looking at you anymore. She's not ready to take your bullshit.
Yeah.
She's not ready to condone your nonsense. Wala is there already. That is why the ground is going to be shaky. You see that his ego now will start.
And especially when she's giving you the silent treatment, I know what, do your bullshit.
If I do your bullshit,
I don't care.
She's not nagging you no more. She's not nagging you no more.
Yeah. She's not exactly.
She knows what you went out to do.
That's when they now used to know that
she's just gonna leave you. So when he sees that, oh my God, she's just okay, there's a problem. Like there's a big problem.
Yeah.
This one, she's gonna leave me very soon. She's the perfect wife material. That's why I married her. She's not gonna leave me.
See, another thing
I not realize she was perfect.
I have quite a number of male friends, and being with those my male friends, I've come to realize that if a man should tell you that she's wife material, please run. A Nigerian man, if they should call you wife material, please run. Do you know their definition of wife material? Somebody that can take their shit. Somebody that they can cheat on and she will shut up, and they will now also put it under she gives me. And if a man should say you give me peace of mind, too, run. Run, because their definition of peace of mind is somebody that does not confront you when you are fucking up, or somebody that will not make you own up to your shit.
Like I said, part of that issue is when my girlfriend said her guy was saying she was not submissive is whenever she sees a problem and she wants them to talk about it,
then it becomes a problem.
Feels like she's confronting him. No, she's not confronting you.
You can confront him.
She's just hello, babe. This is what I feel like is going on. I feel like this is a problem. I feel like we should work on this. He now feels like, oh no, she wants to boss me around. Oh no, why is she telling me this? Oh no, why is she telling me that? Why is she sounding like
that's
this?
Not me, on you.
It's not your
ego. I don't understand. That's not me.
For a lady to even come to you in a relationship and voice out about what a problem, like her needs, she actually wants you both to work. Actually. Like I'm not even capping with this. If a lady comes to you and tells you, I don't babe, this is what's going on. Exactly. I want us to look at this. Can you be like this? Then if he doesn't like something and there's a problem, he will not be like, okay, but babe, you too, this, that. So this is a coming of like minds.
Yeah.
You understand? This is a coming of like minds. So she now knows that, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is why he's acting like this. Okay, so I'm going to retract. I'm going to trace my steps. But I also want you now to be like this.
Yeah.
So it takes two to work.
Yeah. So in conclusion, I just feel like for relationship aspects and for relationship wise, men should do better. Don't feel threatened by what your woman is earning or what your woman is doing. And anytime your woman wants to talk to you, give her the space. And also, if you are messing up, you're fucking up, and then your man is trying to tell you, oh, you're fucking up, you're messing up, and I really want us to sort this thing out. Do not think that she is trying to boss you around. The same way you think you can talk to her about her shit, the same way she can talk to you about her shit. What you can do, she can also do.
Because if she truly loves you, she just wants the best for that relationship. Simple and short.
Simple and short. Bam. So, guys, I think we have been able to at least touch ground with some talks on feminism, because feminism is actually a very vast topic that we cannot begin to talk. Because when we are talking about it now, we will point into something. Once we come out, we talk about another thing. So we hope that on this episode you have been able to learn, or you have been able to or you can relate to one or two things that we have said. So this is where we are going to be drawing the curtains on today's episode. And I remain your favorite girl, Ololade. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Lola_Taiwo.
And I am TITO. Don't forget to follow me on my social media handles at Tito_Fumi.
And I am Chantel, your nearest girl. My handle will be in the description. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe to Blown Podcast TV on YouTube, Blown Official on TikTok, and Blown TV on Instagram. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Signing out, guys. Bye.